This video is not for the simple-minded, for those who just want to believe whatever that you've already believed. If you want to just continue to believe what you believe, then just keep scrolling down your feed and just continue to remain in your bitterness and anger. And this is for people who want to actually have a real discussion, people who really want to actually have a mature, not totally fueled by emotion, logical discussion about issues regarding black community in America. So I'm warning you, you can turn it off now if you're not willing to have that. I don't really care. Tell my wife I'm done because most of the people are just, emotional. And this is why I waited 24 hours before I put something up, because I wanted to make sure that I could be clear. And someone suggested I should do a video, and the best way to look at it. So first off, I'm going to say that the young man who got shot yesterday, the cop in the car with his girlfriend, is heartbreaking. It's terrible. It's on very surface it looks very, very bad. Definitely unnecessary. It looks like it was unnecessary, and it is a tragedy. You know, and for that I am, I'm saddened. I'm lost. For words and regarding that. My wife actually knew this guy. She went to high school with him. I mean, to the point when she saw his name right away, she was like, she knew exactly who he was. So me and her talked about it, and so I'm not want to take anything from that. So my heart goes out to the family, and then what I want to say is that it's hard to actually come out and say that clearly because of how the Black Lives Matter movement just hijacked it. So it's like, hijacks it, and their solutions are terrible. So I'm going to get to it hopefully in the next 3 minutes. I want to make this video no more than 5 minutes. But again, I feel for the pain for that guy. I'm actually a legal permit carry, conceal and carry on in Minnesota. My wife was saddened. She said she saw me in that video because I have a conceal and carry. And, the fact that he was told that he had his kids, you would think that would put him less on guard. And I definitely get it. Now, should a police officer, be held accountable on some higher degrees? Yeah, he should. It should be a question. I hope there's body cams. I hope there's a conversation in the squad car, kind of making clear. Here's for the adults in the room. If the cop told him not to reach, and he was like, no, I'm just grabbing my wallet. And he said, no, don't reach. And he goes, no, I'm just driving. I'm just saying, if that happened like that, if it was like, no, don't reach, that's okay. No, I'm just trying to get, and then that's when he had to shoot him because he felt like, hey, I'm telling you not to do it. I'm not saying that was the right judgment thing, but that there is some ground there. You have to obey the cop's orders when he's asking you to do something. I mean, you just have to. They are the law. They carry the authority of the law, and you pretty much must obey unless it's something totally immoral or something wrong. So if it happened like that, it was wrong. If he was simply just say, oh, go for your wallet. Oh, you got a gun, and then shoot him. Yeah. Now to the other side, I only got a minute and a half for this one. This is what is upsetting. I thought a lot of my black friends, I thought a lot of my black mature young people, I thought we were actually grown up, but it seems like we are we're puppets. We're like little puppet sheep. The police are killing us. The police are killing us. They're out here assassinating us. They're out here targeting us. They're out here doing that. That is not true. This is coming from a guy who got choked up by a cop when he was 19 for no reason, for a guy who got treated bad by cops here and there. But there are schools of times I've had encounters with cops that I never had any issues, and there are thousands upon thousands of times that cops have encounter with black men that don't end up like this. They're not targeting us. They're not trying. They're not like, we love to kill 12-year-old black kids and then go eat a sandwich. See, that type of rhetoric ends up where you go, well, if they're targeting us, let's shoot them. Hence Dallas. So this is why I can't bang with you guys. And it's like shark attacks. If you hyped every shark attack all the time on the news, you'll never get it in the ocean. And that's what happened when Jaws came out. People stopped going to the ocean because they were concerned about being eaten by shark. When shark attacks are rare, they happen every year, but their numbers are small in comparison to people that go to the beaches. But because it's hype, and because the media is hyping it day in and day out, if they're going to show every time someone's shot in Minneapolis or in Dallas and in Louisiana and then California, one here, one there. Well, if you show each and every one of them, it's going to have the perception that they're just after us. They're not after us. That is silliness. And what type of how does that create? There's so much I need to say. But I just don't even have. The solutions are bad. Okay, you want local control of your local government. You don't want bigger government, because bigger government and bigger federal government is going to have more control, and more abuses are going to happen through the federal appointment. And the thing that drives me even more nuts, you guys, is why are people silent? Why are people outraged? I'm going to go to the governor's mansion. I'm going to show that I care. Okay, and I appreciate that, and I care. I'm not going to be involved with you guys because you guys' solutions are terrible, and I want to be, I don't want to be, misjudged as actually being part of it. To be frankly, these idiots. I mean, that we have no leaderships. The leaders up there aren't leaders. Where are the church that? And I know God's not dead, but the church is showing up on a gurney and in the hospital. And it's not active, but there are no leaders. I talked to this girl today on Ubering. She's from out of town. She came here from where she came. She's black. She went to the mansion and she started asking people, "Who's the leader here? Who's the leader? Where's the leadership?" Oh, no, everyone's got mad at her. Well, we don't have any. Well, what's your agenda? And they platitudes, freedom, and fight and all the injustice. Okay, well, what are you guys specifically asking for? No, nothing. This is just creating a culture, just anger and bitterness and the war. It's not going to create solutions. It's not going to create actual dialogue. It's just going to create anger. And when you tell me that, we're 7 times more likely black men okay, but we're also 10 times more likely to kill people. I mean, we do more of the crime. If you took gun violence in Minnesota and took out North Minneapolis, just took North Minneapolis, we're safer than Switzerland. Like, we're literally safer than any place else. But you put North Minneapolis in, and it changes things. Oh, well, that's because of systematic oppression, Chris. Okay, that's the other problem. When are we going to have leaders do this? I get there's some issues with cops. I get there's some. But I don't elevate it to the top of the list of the issues in the black community. Issue is our family, firelessness, our culture. When I walk down the street, I've had a gun not pointed at me by a cop, but pointed by a black dude trying to rob me walking my dog. I've had walking down the street, black dudes, what you looking at? What you looking at? I've had those type of encounters with black dudes in the hood, and I understand that that's what the cops are dealing with every day. So when they run into me, I want to make sure it's clear, hey, bro, I'm not like the rest of the hoodlums that you deal with. But when they deal in North Minneapolis and they deal with this type of people all day, they are going to have more of a buck with that people group, because the young black men are the ones who listen to this type of hip hop music, and none of the leaders are telling them to calm down and to be level headed. Don't talk about they're trying to kill us. The cops, these people are risking their lives to keep us safe in one level. And that there's always going to be there's bad teachers, there's bad cops, there's bad presidents. President Barack Obama, come on, this dude is whack for the black community. And I'm not even going to make it about that, but he's terrible. And I'm just, there's bad everything. And every time you can't keep jumping on the one, every time you find one, see, this means all of them. So then that creates them. They think there's a war against them. 4 cops just died. Now there's a war against cops. So what do you think they're going to do? Be softer? Oh, let's be even more kinder to the people that are shooting us? Come on, man. I'm looking for the adults in the room. I don't want to talk to the children. I'm not even saying young 20-year-olds, because it's people older than me who are whack like. But just, if you're going to be an immature little brat, spoiled brat American, you want to talk about white privilege, your American privilege is disgusting. You're so privileged. You're so spoiled. You're so just ratty. It's just not even funny, man. You have no self-reflection. It's amazing to me. So I'm more angry because I actually want to help the black community. I actually had prayed in this very room for hours and days, prayer stuff in the streets. You want to talk about somebody fasting and praying and preaching, discipling youth. I actually care. But these fake little leadership, the governor and the city council, all the Democrats, it's so funny. We don't talk about that either. We don't talk about the fact that, what system are you fighting? You guys control it. Are you guys keeping accountable the Democratic leadership that you voted in? No. Because the police is a reflection of leadership if it's that bad. I've gone way over my time. But maybe I need to make this more. Hey, I'm willing to have an adult conversation, guys. The black community, black leaders says, no. I understand. Like I said, I've been abused by cops. I get it. Okay? But also, one last thing. There's bigger issues. We have 1,500 black babies dying a day in an abortion. And all you guys, we're black power, we're going to do this. And how can you be so silent? I want to go down all y'all feeds and see when the last time you posted about abortion. Or see the last time you went to the abortion clinic and said something. Or even done anything remotely to try to speak for those who have no voice completely. Like, literally have